stop disrespecting the dads in front of the kids.
Absolutely.
The kids love their daddy. Stop trying to talk bad about their daddy because they love their daddy and you want them to love you more. If they love you, they love you. They should be able to love both parents. Shut the fuck up, pussy asshole. Let them love their parents. You trying to cause daddy. These hoes be causing daddy issues. The dad be there. But they be causing daddy issues, make the kids hate their daddy. Y'all need to stop disrespecting the dads in front of the kids.
Absolutely.
The kids love their daddy. Stop trying to talk bad about their daddy because they love their daddy and you want them to love you more. If they love you, they love you. They should be able to love both parents. Shut the fuck up, pussy asshole. Let them love their parents. You trying to cause daddy. These hoes be causing daddy issues. The dad be there. But they be causing daddy issues, make the kids hate their daddy. Y'all need to stop.
All right, so that was a female rapper, and basically she was doing an interview, and the topic came up about, you know, women and parenting and co-parenting and kids, and basically what our sweetie was saying that there are a lot of cases where the dad is there, the dad does fight to a certain extent for their kids, want to be in their life, but being that we live in a society where you have so many laws and other things in place that give the female, the mother, leverage, you know, it makes it hard. Now, I must admit, I did bring that up, kind of stemming from the post where we debated on, which was a good debate, about when I was not taking away the credit from the father, but just giving credit to the mother as well for making sure that she didn't steer her kids into devaluing the value of their father. And the reason why I had did that and said that, and why I wanted to talk about it again today, is because my stance on it is good. Men shouldn't have to go through all these hoops and spend all this crazy money and come up with these crazy prices for these lawyers. We're getting pushed to the
Did he freeze y'all?
Yeah, he froze.
All right.
Come on back, Rock.
Hey, make sure you
subscribe and hit the notification. We just have technical difficulties. Rock, you there?
Until he do come back, I'm gonna speak on the situation.
Y'all back?
Video.
We
okay,
good?
We got him back. There we go. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So my point was, again, I don't know how much of what y'all heard, but it was not to discredit the father. It was to add to the father value by giving credit to the mother for not steering her kids into disliking their father or just devaluing him. You know, because my point is this. I don't like the fact that we're getting put in a position of where if we don't push ourselves to the brink of fucking insanity to show we love our kids, that we don't care about our kids. I think sometimes I think it's in the best interest of the father to just say, shit, well, fuck you and them kids then.
I like that, Rock.
I'm being real, bro.
I like that, Rock.
Like the fuck, bro. You can fight, you get the lawyer, you can do this, you can do that, you can kiss ass for years, you can be patient and let the baby mama just pick and choose when she feel like letting you see the kid and when she feel like she don't.
All right, I think we lost him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he on the road. He on the road, people. Like, he coming back.
There you go.
Hold on, Rich. Oh, okay.
Hold on, Rich. There you go. Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, so that's all I was saying. Because I know a lot of men who they suffered a lot and fighting and suffering and putting up with so much. I've seen men relationships with other good women get fucked off because they child mom was so manipulative and played the game of cat and chase using their kids to where the new woman was like, I can't take this shit no more.
Yeah.
I can't take it no more. And I've come to that conclusion, man. Hey, sometimes you gotta say, fuck you and them kids. Oh, you want to play this game? Okay, fuck it. When you ready, you know I love them kids, but I ain't gonna break my neck to prove it to you. You know I love. You know what? When you off your ego trip, just come on. I'll come pick them motherfuckers up in the heartbeat. They can move with me.
Anytime, at any moment.
See, man.
Hey man, I remember you played a clip, man. It was some shows ago. About the kid getting both sides of the story. You remember that shit?
About
One of them situations where if you fade back and then the kid is gonna eventually get older and start wondering some shit. Then that's when that conversation with Pop's gonna come up. Pop's gonna tell him what it was. Kid already know. That's gonna make them kids resent their mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, he actually tried to. Now, don't get it twisted. You got some fuck boys out here, right? That just drop and go, right? But for this is for the men that stand up individuals, right?
Yeah.
It's going. If you in that situation, bro, just let time. Like I said before, bro. I'm gonna fight, right? I'm gonna fight to be in my kid life, but it's gonna get to a point. I'm gonna throw my hands like, bitch, you got it, because I understand time. It's gonna take care of everything I need to take care of, man. And shit, my kid gonna get to that point when she get old enough. I'm gonna always make it available to where she can reach out to me in any way, form, or fashion. We're gonna have that conversation, and we just gonna go from there. Straight up.
And I'm gonna add to that, big yo. And I'm gonna add to that because guess what? We gotta be realistic too. That's not always the happy ending that every guy get.
True.
There are a lot of children who are going to grow up and they're going to take their mama's stance to the death, never care about the other side. And guess what? I'm telling the young men out there, be okay with that shit. You live your life with your new wife and your new kid who ain't doing you like that and ain't holding the kids against you. And y'all live y'all motherfucking life. Fuck her and them kids.
You can y'all on that fucking kids tonight, huh?
Man. Fuck
you hear it, huh?
You can only do so much, and I didn't catch everything that Yogi said because my stuff was glitching out or whatever. But I think we're on the same. I'm right at where we're talking about. It's time. When you get to that time with that kid, and you get a chance to talk to them, they gonna hear you because just like you love them, they love you. Ain't nothing that mom can do unless sometimes they can corrupt. It can. I'm not gonna say it can. And it's horrible, but it's still like they gonna get questions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. You do need moms to be like encouraging the father. Don't talk down on the even. Just leave it. Just don't say nothing. Just don't.
But see, what's the like my thing is like, what's the point of even us having this conversation about the mothers doing that shit? How can you sit up and talk down on the man that your ass once had feelings of love for because you laid up and made the fucking kids? Like, what are we like, bro? That's what I mean. What the fuck do we really be talking about, bro?
Yeah.
A lot of this. Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
When it comes to situations like this, and it's something like the P. Diddy thing when y'all say, go to the court whenever something happened. When something bad happened, go right away. You right? You know what I mean? Go right away. Go do something about it right away. So in this particular situation, man, I'm big on this, y'all. So this is why a lot of times it's a little hard for me to even understand the type of shit that we dealing with. But man, I'm going to the court as soon as the child is born. Hey, I'm the father. If I know that, of course, to be factual, I'm the father. That's my child. Now, let's put this decree in place to where now ain't no motherfucking shit she can tell him, or at least not be around. I'm going to still go get that child, regardless of how she feeling, who she with, whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for him. I'm not here for her or her, depending on what, the gender of the child. I'm here for that child. I'm not here to argue with her or try to make whatever she's saying. Man, look, I'm gonna prove my actions by me being there. Not nothing more than that. I'm gonna prove my actions. You could either be here with me or you can't. That's that child's choice. But on the same time,
it's not that easy. It's easier said than done.
Yeah. I mean, if you take the right steps, I fight with this. I don't fight with this here. I can't do this with you.
It's easier said than done. The system is against you off the rip, and that's any color. It's not that easy, dog.
You don't tell me
experience.
It's not that easy to go find child support on yourself.
Hell no, that's stupid to me.
But stupid shit. Then that's the reason why she controls the narrative, because you won't put that paperwork on.
I've seen guys who did that and they still end up on the fuck end of the stick.
How?
Because you got the states now involved into a humanistic situation.
Exactly.
You don't need the state involved. You
have no right.
Especially if you could like really figure out how before the conception of this child, what the type of person it is. If you can get to the point to being betrothed and fiancé, married or whatever, cool. But that ain't everybody's situation. But even if you're not doing the whole traditional married thing, there's still like a human-to-human contact. Like, yo, I ain't fuck with nobody else. You ain't fuck with nobody else. It's me and you. We've been doing our thing. Okay, whoop-de-whoop, you got pregnant. All right, boom, we're going to take care of this, do what it do. And then when somebody split, and now if you just break up, split, oh, you got pregnant, boom, left, and then you don't hear from either person or something, then I think that, okay, we got to figure out, okay, what's going on, especially if the woman's going to go try to seek and get government assistance or something. But really, it's like, if the dude we're talking about the dude being a stand-up dude, a father, being in the life. That's what we're talking about, a father. So if that's the person in the life, that means he's trying to make sure he got clothes on the back, or hurt him or her. He's there for the child, trying to read the books and trying to be there, babysitting, taking on, if it's half and half, like if you got your own place and I got my own place, then this many days he over here and then this many days he's with me. If we got a problem with the school, we both make a meeting, we both go to the school to go talk about what's going on. Like those kind of things, that's what we're talking about, is that. We're not talking about like we're just talking about like a father that's trying to be in. There shouldn't be some sort of court situation involved, but we have this conversation we have this thing in our lexicon of conversation, and there's a lot of low totem pole thinking people that get pregnant and have babies, that go get people pregnant and have babies, and they think that, okay, I'm automatically, let's go do the court thing, instead of like, really, because even when you go to the court, they're trying to get you to mediate before you even go and see a judge. They don't even want to deal with you, even when you go to the court. So everything is like saying, humans, take care of it yourself. The judge is like the last door, because that's when the court orders come in.
Okay.
But see, quality saying though, going to the court at least give you a leg to stand on. So you can put you can start a paper trail on her ass though.
It don't work.
It does.
You know what they call receipts in court? Gifts don't even count.
That's
not. Listen, man. Listen.
But
if you go to the courthouse,
so I can give you receipts, money orders, receipts, and proof.
You talking about if you go to the courthouse and you're dealing with somebody who got some sense on the other side.
No.
Exactly.
Let me explain.
We talking about the females that ain't trying to be fair.
Let me say it. Let me tell you what I'm trying to say. Let me say it. What I'm telling you is this. When you go into a situation and it's you and another person, y'all ain't gonna always agree. You and that other person ain't gonna always agree. She might want this. You might think, no, I can only give this, or however the case may go. That's a disagreement. Now, bitterness, immaturity, and all kind of other little things, et cetera, will cause certain people to act a certain way. So what I'm telling you is this: go to the courthouse. What Trust just said. Go to the courthouse, like I say, a leg to stand on. Go to the courthouse. File child support on yourself. Yes, you may not want to involve the cases and the lawyers. I get all that. I don't want to do it either. But in order for me to have a leg to fight on, she has all the rights because she birthed that child. So if you allow her to sit here and do things like, I'm not gonna let you see the child, and well, he ain't coming over there. Well, you got to give me this in order for this. Nah, man, I'm not doing all that shit. I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do.
You just proved y'all point.
No, the only point I proved is that she birthed the child. That's the only point I proved. You're not looking at the fact that you have a right in that situation too, and your right is to go to that courthouse, pay that little whatever it is they're gonna ask you to pay, and do what you need to do to continue.
You really think that shit work?
Hell yeah, it work. I'm a living testament.
Majority of the time, it don't.
Majority, I don't. Show me numbers. Show me numbers. Because I ain't never seen a time where that don't work. Being smart works all the time.
Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. When I finally got on my feet to where I had enough money to get a good lawyer, because let me keep in mind, this is enough. I got more than one child. My child mama made good money and had a good lawyer, right? So when I got on my feet and I was balling, doing good, what I did was I got the second best family attorney in the state. No bullshit. Drop real bags, right? Let me tell you why he said he became an attorney. Because he was married and went through a divorce, and he's a white man. And he said the system was so goddamn corrupt. He said he decided to be a lawyer because he couldn't take it. They took his ass and they took him for everything he got. He was right in that court, did everything the right way, did everything that he was supposed to do, and he a white man. Right. And they hold on. And they took his ass for the ride of his life and took everything from him. That man, so much this nigga said, I need to be a goddamn lawyer, because if they doing my white ass like this, I know they fucking all us off. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I ain't gonna go into details, but man, I can tell you some stories that I seen in that court that was so cold, boy. I saw some evil shit, bro. I've seen some evil shit. I done been through some evil shit. See, quality. What you gotta understand is that every woman in that court ain't that friendly. It is a lot of angry, bitter, mad woman out here, and a dangerous person is a black woman with power, especially when it comes to their kid. And let me tell you something: when you got the state that incentivizes you being a baby mama and being divorced, they make laws for these bitches, nigga. How you gonna beat that? Your money don't mean nothing. Are you not watching TV? Are you not watching all these divorces? And you see,
you're not using your head. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. Listen, you said a key point. Let me show you what you just said. This came out your mouth. You said this here. I wasn't all the way on my feet at a certain point in time. Man, let me say my point. I just sat here and listened to you.
I gotta be rich.
Listen. Can you listen?
But hold on.
Can you listen?
But still, look at what's going on with the rich niggas. They still losing.
We hear you can talk. Can you listen?
The rich niggas still losing.
Can you listen? Listen. You said out your mouth that you was on some hard time. That would have been the best time for you to take your ass up to that courthouse and do what you need to do. The reason why
you don't know what I went through all the way. Don't take pieces, nigga, because you don't know. You don't know. I said I'm gonna make the story short, nigga.
You're right. Shit.
It'll be a whole nother hour long if I broke it down, quality. That's why I made it short and said, boy, I've seen some evil shit in the court.
Let me say this. Let me say this. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to beat them bitches. They not invincible in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Too. A lot of times, men don't want to get wrapped up in the petty game.
Yeah.
See, you know, the women, that woman to play that petty game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times men don't want to get wrapped up in that petty game. But if you play the game, how the game is being played, you see what I'm saying? You got a chance. You know, even though the cards may be stacked against you, you do have a chance. You got a fighting chance.
You always got a chance if you're willing to think. You
But
always have a chance. You just gotta stop thinking.
Though. You talking like it's that easy, like it's just if you do the right thing, it's gonna work. That's a fucking lie. That's not the case.
So hold on, Rock. So are you insinuating, Rock? Are you insinuating that if y'all have a court order, right? Y'all have a court order, you supposed to get the baby every second and fourth weekend, right? And she's breaking this court order. You can take action.
You can, but guess what? Watch this. Hold on before you jump, Quality. I know from experience. Literal experience, that when my child mama was breaking that and I was reporting it to the court, they were giving her grace after grace after grace after grace after grace after grace. Now let it would have happened to me one motherfucking time. Click clack.
That's so not true.
How you gonna tell me my story not true, nigga?
That is so not true, man. That is buffoonery.
Oh my fucking God. So I'm lying now. You saying I'm a liar?
I ain't saying nothing about what you doing. You saying what you experienced. That's you. I can't tell you what you experienced. I'm telling you how to take care of the situation that you will not honestly listen to me, so I can't really say much.
I mean, you can. I'm just disagreeing. You're talking like it's that damn easy, and it's
I'm not telling you anything in life is easy. I'm telling you that, and if
I ain't talking about life. I'm talking about dealing with women.
I think we all know what you're talking about because we all talking about the same situation. So I don't think there's no reason to go there. But in life, anything is that you're gonna have to fight. And you're gonna have to learn how to fight.
That's my point.
Okay,
no,
Rock, I can't never finish a statement every time. Every time, fam. Every time. We can't say nothing.
See, this is my problem. This is why I'm speaking on this. Why is it done got to the point to where we think it's glorification and suffering? No, fuck that bitch and fuck that badass kid we had. Fuck them. I'm gonna find a new wife who gonna treat me better, who ain't gonna keep me from my kids, and we gonna ride into the motherfucking sunset in our big ass house and our new cars, and we probably gonna make some more kids on that other bitch who ain't gonna take me through that. See, we gotta remember we got options too. The last time I checked, ain't it easy for them motherfuckers to go and find another baby daddy and have another kid and say fuck you? See, this is what I'm talking about, and this is just how evil women have gotten to where the point is we supposed to suffer to prove we good. But they could be half-ass mamas and don't even they don't get ridiculed or nothing. They could be half-ass mamas, trifling mamas. Man, I remember one time my child mama gonna tell me, can I pay the light bill, the lights off? I said, shit, my lights on. You can bring them over here.
Oh, Lord.
And you get child support from me. That's all I'm saying, Quality. I mean, it sounds like it's easy, Quality, but Kinfo, that's not the case. I did all the right shit too. And it took me hell to get my son. I felt like a trust right here. He knows. Rich knows.
So perhaps maybe you went about it the wrong way.
I'm done. I don't know what else to say now. I don't know what else to say now. Okay. All right.
No, okay. You're not arguing the defense tactic is not wrong, Quality. It's not wrong at all. Like, that's exactly what you need to do. You have some sort of irresponsible responsibility, you want to get ahead of it, and you feel like that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. We're talking a totally different thing of like, why does a real father person have to deal with this?
I just told you why, and I think he even elaborated on it. He's dealing with someone who does not agree with the way he agrees. See, she don't want to cooperate. And if you're dealing with two people, most sometimes because of that breakup and emotions and all that, they're not going to cooperate. So I'm not going to sit here. You saying listen, please.
I'm just saying we're not arguing that.
I got you. And I'm going to tell you. Wait, I want to tell you the part about the good father. You say the good father. Why do the good fathers have to do? You do this to protect yourself. You do it to protect yourself. I'm going to put in that child support decree. It's going to tell you the amount of visitations that you get. It also makes it so she cannot leave the state with your child as far as moving away with that child. She must stay in that state or in that city where that child was in. Within a certain parameter of living distance is only where she can stay. She can't go places without you even. It's like she can't move to a certain side of town without it being inside that child support decree. And if those things are to happen, yes, you're going to have to fight. But in that fight, that's what you're going to have to do. Wait, please. Before we started all this, I didn't have no lawyers. So when he said that you had to take money to do all that there wasn't even no lawyers involved. Even if she gets a lawyer, that is a regular state child support decree. It is regular. So that is no choice that this has to start that way.
You thinking you ain't gonna need a lawyer.
You chose to do so, that's on your part.
If you smoking, you think you ain't gonna need a lawyer if you break those rules. The state is gonna tell you, so you're gonna have to do a lawyer.
Hold on, Trust. Let me ask you a question. So approximately, say, break it down. Say, okay, let's just say $30 a day. $30 a day. Do you consciously spend $30 a day on your child, like every single day? Not every now and then, but every single day. Do you consciously spend $30 on your child? Yes or no?
Probably about, because after she get out of school, she want McDonald's and all this type shit. So
every day you wake up, you say, "Hey, I'm buying my child McDonald's today." Every day you wake up.
Pretty much, or donuts before school, some, you know
You
what I mean?
Money on your child every day is what you're saying.
Every day I spend money on my child. I got full custody of my child though.
All I'm saying is that I think we all do spend money on our child every day.
Every day,
because the lights are on. But like if I'm in a household, I gotta have the lights on. If I got a refrigerator and I want to eat and I gotta cook dinner, I gotta cook dinner, and what I cook, my kid is gonna eat.
For sure.
You know, I'm gonna take care of the healthcare type of things like that. Like I do understand, like you should share maybe the healthcare the thing or whatever, because this is one person going to two different places, so two different households if you're sharing the child. But all I was just really trying to get a point across, like, you know, taking it to the court. Yeah, but we're trying to talk in a conversation of like alleviating the court saying, hey, your income is this, so 30% or this amount is going to have to come out each month, so that way we make sure this child is cared for, this and that. Or if you're saying, hey, go ahead and file, but go ahead and try to fight and get custody to where the primary domicile is at your house, so you have the kid and that other person is paying the child support. So they have to deal with all that court costs and things of that sort. Because you got time that you got to take out of work and all those kind of things too. You got to factor all this in for just the regular. We were just talking about the regular person that wants to fight for their kid. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they're fighting for their kid, because they're probably a good parent, because they want to be a good parent. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want the court don't.
Yeah,
I have a cousin who has multiple kids. He's never paid a lick of child support in his life, and he's never went to jail for it. He's never had a warrant for it. But guess what? I know good fathers who got locked up for child support just because they might have been out of work for 6 months. They don't want you if you're not a good daddy, because they can't make no money off of you. They're literally pimping your child. And they're using the mother to do it. And it ain't no other fucking way around that. You cannot sit here and say that's not a reality. This is a fact. They get paid off this. They're not doing this for free. It's a reason why they're investing money in letting the mother have more power over the child than the father. You know, it used to be at one point where if the dad did have a certain amount of money, he did have some type of leverage at possibly winning the kids over. But now you could be the multimillionaire and they still will give the mother the child. The money don't even matter no more. You can't even get custody of the kid if you got the bread and the better lawyer. They just gonna make you, they make you pay for their lawyer. You gotta pay for her to fight against you.
I do want to say I do agree with equality that you can win because I was in a men's group and then there's a man in that one custody and did everything he had to do, all that stuff, and I do believe that, and I do believe that equality.
All I'm saying is,
right, go file on you. If you feel like you want to get the upper hand, go file on yourself. So you have that track record, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Let's just say this: way more men lose than win. This is the statistical fact.
Hey King, I want when you said that the amount of money that you giving the child or whatever you like that, you know, first off, in order to fight this battle, you got to understand one thing: you cannot look at the money aspect of it. The money that I give to this, no, listen, please. The money that I give to my son's mother, I just got to swallow that. Me and her made a baby together. That's that. So if I didn't want to give her that money, I shouldn't have never made a baby with her. That's how we go. That's how we do. That's accountability right there. That's number one. Accountability. That is accountability. If you did not want to be with that woman, if you did not want to go through what you're going through with her, you shouldn't have made a baby with her. So that's simple as that. Now, when you also said the point where
that's for niggas that's just out there fucking. That's for niggas that's just
out there. Did you really just say that, Quality?
Did you hear what you just said?
I heard exactly what I just said.
Y'all ain't letting that brother finish. That brother
we ain't gonna never let you finish. Don't worry about it, man. I'm done. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all got it.
I ain't never made no baby just to be making no fucking baby. You know what I'm saying?
But the fact that you said you making us guilty by default?
Nah, bro. Nah, I'm not gonna let you get on that one.
Okay,
the other part I got you, but that right there, nah.
He didn't say guilty. He didn't say guilty.
You didn't take it.
He said accountability.
That ain't accountability. That's locking yourself up or something.
He didn't say locking yourself up. He said giving her money. That's accountability. It's not giving her money. Accountability.
I don't need to give her no money to be accountability. I got money in my crib to take care of my child, to take care of my son. Even if he's over in her house, he's gonna be fine. That's not. And if she can't take care of the house, then bring him home. Bring him here. I'm good. Don't even need to pack no bag. We can buy his own clothes.
So you telling me? So you telling me if this woman got custody of the child and she call you and say, "Hey man, Junior need $50 for some Pampers and some milk," you ain't gonna get a woman $50?
Done. It's already taken care of.
That's all he's saying. Accountability.
Well,
who says we're not holding?
Nobody said you're not doing that. That's basic stuff, man.
That's basic shit.
You're not doing
that.
That's basic.
Y'all frowning down on it when he said though.
Because because they can say that, but the child support dollar amount you're giving doesn't have anything to do with if I was to buy her Pampers and Infamil. They're not gonna deduct that from my payment at all.
But see, it's not even about so me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about the child support payment. I pay child support. I hate to personalize the shit, but I pay child support. And anytime my daughter calls me and needs anything, I'm still doing outside of the child support. I'm gonna take care of my child, regardless of the situation. You feel me? She stays with her mother. She don't stay with me.
Yeah, and I hope
I'm gonna take care of mine. It's mine.
You make me
So
pay child support.
so you mean to tell me just because you
fighting
paying
that.
child support? So you mean to tell me just because you paying child support and your daughter call you and tell you she needs something, you gonna tell her, tell your mama take it after child support?
No, I'm paying enough for it, yeah.
I said I hope.
Well, you need to
depending on what I'm paying.
You niggas sound like Anthony Edwards.
I didn't say that.
I said it, and I meant it.
Say that.
I fucking
That's
said
not what I was saying.
But look, you ain't gotta agree with me.
You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
Why. You want to know why?
That's
Because guess what? I have kids that I never. Hold on. I have kids that I never paid child support on, and guess what? They ain't want for nothing. See, I don't need no white man in my business. And the fact that she even had to go, the fact that she went to the white man to put him in my business was betrayal. So you betrayed me? Fuck you. I'll make sure I pay that child support, and don't you call me for a fucking thing. Because you didn't have to go there because I was a father from the jump. And this is my whole point.
You gonna let the child suffer to prove a point to this?
Just to prove a point.
Just
to prove a point.
No. Hold on.
They didn't get an extra sippy cup.
Hold on. Check this out. No, I'm not gonna let the child suffer to prove a point.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me finish. The mother is letting the child suffer to prove a point. Don't put that shit on me.
Y'all in that shit together. Y'all both playing petty games.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. See, we've been so groomed.
Trust, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up.
See how we are groomed to be the villain?
If you're in this together, you don't have a child support agreement between you like that. Not with a court. Maybe on paper between yourselves, but not with a court.
But
you can't get a child support agreement with a person like him. You can't get no child. That woman is not going to be able to work with a person. You hear what he's saying? You hear what he's saying? So you already know he's not working with
us as black people. Nigga, us as black people.
That's funny because my kids never wanted for nothing. I bought all my kids cars cash. Still take care of them while they grown. Take care of the kids. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
so you need to tell me just because
taking kids in from the street,
this is crazy, and this is insane to me.
Okay, now we're not negating that the child support system is rigged. We're not negating it. The child support system is totally fucked up in disarray. However, you can't let your seed go without because his mama is bullshit.
I'm not letting my seed go without because their mama bullshit. She's letting her seeds go without because she's bullshitting. It's a difference.
It's both of y'all.
That's the same thing, nigga.
How are you separating the two?
This is what they doing right now. They both pointing fingers at each other. That's what they doing right now. And that's why they can't agree to work together because they both doing this.
How did I get this straight? I didn't even say nothing.
No, I'm not talking about you, King. I'm talking about any individual that is working with a woman that is dealing with it. That woman is pointing at him, and he is pointing at her, and they're both doing this.
No, we're not.
So that's why they can't work together. Therefore, you have to go to the court to start putting down some foundation.
Let me give you a psychological.
That's why I said I agree with you. That way.
Let me give y'all a psychological sidebar. You know what this is the classic case of? You know what I don't like? I don't like when say, and I'm not speaking on you personally, I'm saying, you ever been in a situation where someone is being unrighteous, right? And you're actually being righteous in the situation, but then it's another motherfucker come in and want to make it a neutral thing. Y'all both need to stop tripping. No, fuck you. They tripping. So no, we're not gonna play that game where, it's both y'all. No, and listen. If you had a kid by me, you ain't never had to go to nobody to get nothing out of me. Because let me tell you how let me tell you how good of a father I am. I will borrow money from somebody to take care of my kids. I will beg and borrow somebody. If I don't got it, I'm going to find a way to get it. So the question of me being a good father ain't the problem. The question, the subject that I have today is that from experience and from statistical, factual, documented data and evidence is that fighting only goes so far. And even now today, having money, the chances is low. So what I'm saying is this, and watch this shit. You want to know a lot of the results. See, they sell us that a lot of the results of these kids having growing up in child and fatherless child homes. This was sold by the woman that daddy was a Rolling Stone, daddy left us hanging and all that. When that's not the case, the real reason is for a lot of them is that they couldn't put up with your mama's shit, and they was like, fuck this shit, I gotta go. You want to know what they did? They went and found a better woman who was a better mama, who wasn't dirty as that last bitch. And they lived happily ever after. If you notice, a lot of those men left and went got married and stayed married and had a whole nother family and lived happily ever after. It's facts. So we gotta stop. It's so easy to vilify the father, dog. I'm sick of this shit. It's so easy.
On this panel.
And look,
every last one of y'all. Stand up fathers.
All I'm saying is that fighting don't always win. And my message to brother is that, hey, before you suffer 18 years of fighting for your kid and going through this single mama attitude because you done moved on and got another woman, got another wife, had another kid, and they play these manipulative games with you, choose when you can and can't. And I'm talking about this is with the courts in place. Yep. Man, look, bro, save your motherfucking energy and stress, bro, because you fuck around and lose your good woman over this motherfucker, man. Keep it popping. Yeah, Here's my thing. Ain't nobody tripping when their ass going to have another baby daddy and get a new nigga. Why it's a problem when we do it? If they can move on, I can move on too.
Of course you can move on. I'm not against moving on, living your life, doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But
that's when the problem starts.
I'm just saying
that's when the problem starts.
Exactly.
The problem starts.
Exactly. You too busy worried about
moving on.
When you move on, that's when they
move on. Move on. Leave
okay, I'm not saying she's not gonna trip. I'm not saying she's not gonna trip. I'm not saying she's not gonna give you a problem. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with an emotional creature who has been hurt. Ain't no telling what this bitch might do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting her past her at all. You know what I mean? I don't know what she gonna do.
That's true.
But me as a father, you know what I'm saying? But me as a father, regardless to what that bitch do, you see what I'm saying? I'm not, if my baby get on the phone and call me and be like, Daddy, mama ain't woo. I got you.
but look, here's the change.
I'm not gonna be like, I'll get it out your mouth.
Here's the change. Here's my point. If she was able to call you, then maybe the mother just ain't that damn bad.
Why you say
I don't understand that.
What? You see that?
I get what he's saying.
What is he saying?
The fact that your kid can even reach out to you, he's saying basically the mother allows her to even
maybe she ain't that bad.
So you speaking from a point where she's not even allowing the child to contact you. Not even allowing the child to contact you.
Yes.
Correct.
This is what's going on, y'all.
And that happens in some situations. That happens. But you can put a paper trail on that bitch. You can put a paper trail on.
Trust, it goes back to my point. Look, every man ain't. Look, majority of Americans make less than $60,000 a year, bro. The fact that we have to fight and come up with all this money to even have a chance is a damn shame.
I agree.
You don't need lawyers to start the decree. You don't need lawyers.
There you go. I don't get it. Okay. What? Okay, so here's the question, Quality. So I'm gonna say this to me, based off your argument, you basically feel like it's more deadbeat niggas than it is good fathers, and I totally disagree.
I totally disagree with that too. Yeah,
But I totally disagree with him telling me that that's what he think that I'm saying. So I don't even know what the fuck we talking about right now.
Yeah. I don't think that's what you're saying. Yeah, I don't think that's what you're saying. But I
don't
totally
either.
disagree
But
with that.
if you notice, I said based off what he's saying, based off his argument, because
that ain't even based off. That don't make sense.
He makes it sound
that don't make sense.
If you do it that way, it's gonna work. No, majority of the time it doesn't. So you saying majority of the time doing it right?
I said majority. Hold on, we're getting a little frustrated. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I'm saying majority of the time, this. If you use your noggin, think, understand what you're doing. Understand the way you look at any other thing you do. When you're on YouTube and you see all the video, and the way you use all that, you go research all that. Research the same thing this here. The majority of you will not lose if you go to the court yourself. Take yourself to the court. You put a paper trail behind it. You are able to do the things that you need to do without having to deal with this disgruntled ass woman that you continue to speak of when it's that person that's doing that. Or if it's a good woman, maybe y'all still can't come to term. You still are able to put something in place to where you can then take care of the things you need to take care of as a father.
Hold on before you speak, Yogi. Hold on, no, hold on, because he giving us bad fucking information. Listen,
you giving out bad.
No. I'm not.
That shit you saying is crazy.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen, YouTube people. Any man out there having issues with his child mother when it comes to visitations, this and that. Listen. If your dumb ass go to court without no representation, your ass going to jail, nigga.
Please, you go.
Don't listen to that bullshit.
This is not legal advice. This
allegedly
is not legal advice.
If you go into that courthouse with no fucking representation, you are risking it everything. You're gonna lose. More than that.
What you going
Rich and Yogi ain't saying nothing, so let Yogi got something to say.
All right, so I'm gonna go off what Quality's saying, right? So, like I said, I hate to personalize myself, but I ain't going to court with my child support case, and nigga, it gave me power to if I needed to use certain shit, I got a decree saying, hey, so for instance, I go pick up my child, she tripping. I got a decree in place say, hey, I can pick up my child, she not let me get my child. Somebody will come and make sure I get my child, and we go. That's just the mind.
You can legally call the police, and she will have to relinquish that child.
I did that too. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that.
Right.
We're not saying that. Me and King are not saying don't do it the right way. What we're saying is the fact that you have to go through these extreme measures from the fucking jump is fucked up. That means the system is against you.
That's your chick. You the one chose to be with her.
Yeah, I agree.
Accountability. That's your chick. You chose to be with her.
It's not the fact of accountability though. The fact of it is, bro, like accountable or not, you shouldn't have to go through all that shit dealing with no bitch. Y'all should be grown up enough to both lay up and have a child and be able to come together as fucking adults. And at the end of the day, the feelings for y'all had each other is dead wood. What y'all should be teaming up on is the raising of this child. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
That's
okay.
all.
I agree 1,000%.
I agree.
You should not, listen closely, you should not have to deal with this. I agree. But unfortunately, when it comes to two people trying to make an agreement on this situation and the two parties are emotional or going through whatever it is they're going through, whether it be the hatred, whether it be she don't want you to see the baby, whether y'all can't get along, whether she still got love for you, whether you still got love for her, whatever the fucking case is, whatever it is, that is the reason why y'all can't come to a conclusion. Therefore, get that paperwork in line.
Can I ask you a question, Quality? I'm gonna ask you two questions. One, you ever made a deal with the devil?
Man, get out of here, man. Nobody know what you talking about, man. Hell nah, I ain't made no deal with no devil. You supposed to be the person that don't even believe in all that stuff. But
Yes,
no, I'm just asking a rhetorical question.
It's called the
No,
one.
man, no,
Have you
never.
ever
I ain't
made a
never
deal with
made
the
no
devil?
deal with no devils.
Okay, so there go one. It was rhetorical. Everybody get my point. Second question. Would you keep doing business with us? Would you keep doing business with someone that keeps robbing you?
No.
I rest my case.
I don't even know what that meant. I don't know where we going, but all right, let's rest the case. Shit. We get on.
Okay.
Hey, sustained.
Objection.
Yeah, let's go to the next subject. Good shit.
Good shit,
Johnny Cochran Jr. himself. You better fight that.